Allah says in this ayah, verse 16, وَإِذَا اعْتَزَلْتُمُوهُمْ وَمَا يَعْبُدُونَ إِلَّا اللَّهَ فَأْوُوا إِلَى الْكَهْفِ ينشر لكم ربكم من رحمته ويهيئ لكم من أمركم مرفقا. We discussed this last time, this ayah, where Allah says, if you do as I ordered you, just leave your society. You leave this oppressive society that's going to force you to change your beliefs against your will, and or kill you, or maybe imprison you, whatever it is, or then just leave, and Allah will take care of you. Leave, and Allah will take care of you. Leave what they worship, leave what their evil society, and move on. Seek a cave in the middle of the wilderness. ينشر لكم ربكم من رحمته. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will spread His mercy upon you. Like, it's not giving you a little bit, it's spread His mercy upon for you and upon you. ويهيئ لكم من أمركم مرفقا. الرفق is kindness. Mirfaqa is kind of, as you can say, it's a noun for kindness, as if it's an object. A path of He prepare for you a path of kindness, a path of mercy, a path of ease. وَيُهَيِّئْ لَكُم مِّنْ أَمْرِكُم مِّرْفَقًا. He will prepare for you, for your matters, a path of ease. He will make you find your way. وَتَرَى الشَّمْسَ إِذَا طَلَعَتْ تَزَاوَرُ عَنْ كَهْفِهِمْ ذَاتَ الْيَمِينِ وَإِذَا غَرَبَتْ تَقْرِضُهُمْ ذَاتَ الشِّمَالِ وهم في فجوة منه ذلك من آيات الله من يهد الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا. Says, and you see the sun when it actually rises, it actually moves away from their cave, so it doesn't burn them. وإذا غربت تقرضهم ذات الشمال. And if it's setting, it moves a little bit, so again it doesn't stay all the time on their kahf. So it gives them just a little bit, enough light for them to continue to survive. وهم في فجوة منه. And they are within its hollow structure. ذلك من آيات الله. That is from the signs of Allah, of how He took care. Imagine, brothers and sisters, I really want you to just basically ponder right here with me. Imagine how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had the sun and the moon, the sun and the planets, and this is huge star in the solar system, change its path for 17 ages. See what I'm saying? When you step towards Allah, Allah will step towards you. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when you step towards Allah, Allah will step towards you. That's how it works. That's how it works. So never doubt Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's rahmah, and never doubt Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's support. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep us steadfast and fill our hearts with yaqeen about His support, and about His kindness, and about His mercy, and about His victory, and about His safety. Whoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guides, He is really the one who has guidance. And then whoever basically loses the path, then you'll never be able to find somebody to rescue him. You'll never find a guide that will rescue this person and take care of that person. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the best guide, and the best caretaker, and the best protector. وَتَحْسَبُهُمْ أَيْقَاظًا وَهُمْ رُقُودٌ وَنُقَلِّبُهُمْ ذَاتَ الْيَمِينِ وَذَاتَ الشِّمَالِ وكلبهم باسط ذراعيه بالوصيد لو اطلعت عليهم لوليت منهم فرارا ولملئت منهم رعبا. If you look at them, you think they're awake, but they're really sleeping. So they were awake, their eyes were open while they're asleep, deep sleep. It's pretty scary. Allah mentions that. And so we flip them to the right and to the left. Why? Because your body will get injured if you sleep on, especially if you're on a hard bed. Your arm will basically be stiff. It will be very problematic. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala kept flipping them right and left and right and left, so their bodies and the blood circulation could continue to be normal. And their dog, the guard dog they have, the guarding dog is on the entrance to the cave. He's just basically settling there, just watching for them. Subhanallah, definitely wasn't moving, because also even the dog was sleeping for 300 years. If you actually look at them, you'll be very scared from that sight, and you'll just basically run away from the fear. Subhanallah. وَكَذَلِكَ بَعَثْنَاهُمْ لِيَتَسَاءَلُوا بَيْنَهُم. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in a similar manner, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made them sleep for 300 years. Allah did not return their soul back to their bodies for 300 years. Being asleep, right? The soul leaves the body and it stays attached with a string. So Allah delivered the soul back again to the body after 309 years lunar, which is equivalent to 300 years in the solar calendar. Did we do this calculation? I think I asked you guys to do this calculation. Let's do 309 and see if that's a correct estimate, because I heard that, I'm not sure. So how many days is in a lunar calendar? So you have 12 times 29.5, C54. So you have 109,000 days plus change. You divide it by 365. What do you get? You get 299.7 years. So it's almost 300 years. But we need to take into basically the fractions. Now, hold on a second. Did I actually? It's 365.25. So it's even less. Is it solar years? Exactly solar years. 299.5. Now I'm doing something wrong here, basically, but that's fine. It's close enough to 300 years, basically. Yeah, I mean that's what I heard before. I'm just trying to do the calculations. I guess there's a little bit of point something within the lunar calendar to make it a little bigger too, so it can be exactly 300 years. But anyway, it's a good exercise. I thought we did it last time, and I remember we didn't do it. But it's 299.5. If we use 354 days for lunar years and 365.25 I included the leap year, so it's 365.25. Yeah. Anyway, so after 309 lunar years, or 300 years in the solar calendar, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala resurrected these people. So they woke up after 300 years. Imagine. ليتساءلوا بينهم. So they started asking one another. قال قائل منهم كم لبثتم. You woke up, you start tired, yo, it's been a long time. It's like, how long did we sleep for? So one of them started saying, how long did we sleep for, guys? قالوا لبثنا يوما أو بعض يوم. We just slept for probably a night or a day, or maybe parts of a day. Max, probably the whole day. We slept the whole day. Yeah. قالوا ربكم أعلم بما لبثتم. So one of them commented, Allah subhanahu knows how long we've slept for. Now, is that because he noticed that people were a little bit older? That is speculative here, to be honest. Yeah. But to me, since they were just they just sent a person, they cannot be old. A person cannot understand that from the text. because if they were very old, they would have realized it's been a long, long, long time. Unless they thought it was, it cannot be like teenagers becoming like basically white hair and so forth. Like, yeah. And so it seems, from what I'm at least extracting myself, that they did not change from a perspective of their looks. So anyway, so they left it for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You can see the belief there. You can see how they're always have reliance upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And they didn't know how long, like Allah knows subhanahu wa ta'ala. فبعثوا أحدكم بورقكم هذه إلى المدينة. الورق is basically silver. So send one of you with this silver that we have. This is dirham. Dirham is silver based. هذه إلى المدينة. Take this to the city, to the downtown, to the market. فلينظر أيها أزكى طعاما فليأتكم برزق منه. So let them go and search for good food that this money can buy and bring it over, so we can eat. We're pretty hungry. وَلْيَتَلَطَّفْ وَلَا يُشْعِرْنَ بِكُمْ أَحَدًا وَلَا يُشْعِرَنَّ بِكُمْ أَحَدًا. And let them be very let them be very smooth. Like, just don't make noise. Don't catch attention. Try to kind of go in, zip in, zip out. Basically, don't let anybody sense that this is you. إنهم إن يظهروا عليكم يرجموكم أو يعيدوكم في ملتهم ولن تفلحوا إذا أبدا. So now we know the situation is a bit better. So what did they say? They said, look, if we get caught, we're really ruined. We're going to be, they're going to come and they're going to oppress us and they're going to stone us to death. Or we're going to be forced to go back to worship idols and give gifts to the idols and so forth. And we don't want either. And then if we do that, we won't be, you wouldn't be a winner. You would be a loser. If you go back to the focus is that we don't want to go back into their deen. That's their focus. Young teenagers, they decided to make a statement that we believe in God and we're not going to go back. We're not going to go back on this belief in God. وَكَذَلِكَ أَعْثَرْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ لِيَعْلَمُوا أَنَّ وَعْدَ اللَّهِ حَقٌّ وَأَنَّ السَّاعَةَ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهَا إِذْ يَتَنَازَعُونَ بَيْنَهُمْ أَمْرَهُمْ. فقالوا ابنوا عليهم بنيانا ربهم أعلم بهم قال الذين غلبوا على أمرهم لنتخذن عليهم مسجدا. So at the end of the day, basically that person, we kind of spoke a little bit with the story. When that person went to the market and wanted to pay for this food, it's like, can I have some food? It's like, here you go, I have this much dirhams. So the merchant takes the dirham. He's like, what the heck is this? Like, this is old. This is very old. Where'd you get this from? So basically that the teenagers feels scared, like, oh, I'm caught. He's like, what are you talking about? Like, it's just money. He's like, no. What are you talking about? This is super old. This is like hundreds of years old. This is from the Emperor Fulan. This is from Diqyanos' time. What are you talking about? Do you know where you are right now? Do you know who's the emperor now? It's like, this is 100, 300 years after. And that person gets shocked. He's like, what are you talking about? And so, subhanAllah, the truth is uncovered, and they tell him, like, yeah, I was one of these kids that left the city. And he's like, are you guys serious? Like, they didn't believe him. It's like, yeah. And everybody became Muslim by the time, by the way, in that city, after 300 years or whatever. At least that's how the story goes, that people kind of started believing, you speak about 500 something. So that city went through basically tough times. Anyway, we know the Roman Empire became Christian. The Byzantines were Christian. But, there's unfortunately what they didn't know, that Jesus became also Son of God, and the Holy Ghost became also part of the Trinity. And that's, definitely the Quran doesn't speak about that, but maybe that city's people were still believers. So these people started speculating, how many people were they? سيقولون ثلاثة رابعهم كلبهم ويقولون خمسة سادسهم كلبهم رجما بالغيب. So people were speculating over the times, and that's why he asked them, like, how many are you guys? Why? Because there's this merchant and everybody in the city. This story was so impactful. It continued for 300 years. People kept speaking about these people. Like, how many children were they? How many children were they? So some used to say it was it's three and their dog. It's like, no, it's 5 and their dog. The dog is 6. Rajman Bilaming basically just without any proof. It's just they made claims without any proof, baseless claims. وَيَقُولُونَ سَبْعَةٌ وَثَامِنُهُمْ كَلْبُهُمْ. And so another party says 7. There's 7 and their dog is 8. قُلْ رَبِّي أَنْ أَعْلَمُ بِعِدَّتِهِمْ مَا يَعْلَمُهُمْ إِلَّا قَلِيلٌ. Say, O Muhammad, to Quraysh, that nobody knows the count of these people except Allah, and very few of His servants. Ibn Abbas used to say, I'm one of the few of these servants. فَلَا تُمَارِ فِيهِمْ إِلَّا مِرَاءً ظَاهِرًا وَلَا تَسْتَفْتِ فِيهِمْ مِنْهُمْ أَحَدًا. So don't debate upon this issue of numbers. It's not the point. The point is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saved these kids and made them asleep for 300 years to keep them safe, and took care of them and let the sun move because of them. Imagine you're so important to Allah that He moves the sun for you twice a day. That's how important you are. But that's the believers. Brothers and sisters, you can't be like these people. Just make sure you believe. Believe and make sure you reflect that belief in your behavior. That's how it works. So we'll stop here, inshallah ta'ala. We'll take maybe a question. If there is one question, we'll go from there. Any questions? طيب, bless you, جزاكم الله خير. وصلى الله على رسول الكريم وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين. We'll see you tomorrow, inshallah, same time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Sheikh, for the amazing tafsir. And just once again a reminder, inshallah, don't forget about all the exciting events happening on the weekend, the 2 of Stars, the non-Rashid talk, and the there was one more, I think, which I'm forgetting. But that's all there is for today, inshallah. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.